Hey, David Aston with AdventureHacks.com, and these are the 20 places I like to rest while hiking the Appalachian Trail. Up first is Neels Gap. It's the first stop where you can put pizza in your belly and get more equipment in your pack. Next up, we have Clingmans Dome. This is the highest point on the entire trail, and it's an interesting feeling knowing it's as high up as you'll get, so enjoy the moment. Next is Elmer's Sunnybank Inn. It's situated in Hot Springs, does great dinners and awesome breakfasts in a communal style setting. Now we have Nantahala Outdoor Center. Knock, as we like to call it, is right on the trail, and you can buy some grub and pizza and ice cream while you're there. Then we have Uncle Johnny's. It's a good stop to spend the night. They have bunk rooms, private cabins, a store, slack packing services, and they have the best bathhouse on the trail. Then we have a Roan Mountain. It's well known for its incredible rhododendron gardens. Usually you can see these and smell them in June, so if you're up there in June, take a deep breath. Then we have Max Patch, Bald Mountain situated in North Carolina. Truly amazing 360-degree views. It's an ideal spot to reflect and relax. Then we have Damascus, Virginia. Most northbound hikers will attempt to reach Damascus during trail days, which is in mid-May, and you can relax for a day or two, eat free food, and get new gear. Then we have McAfee's Knob in Virginia. That's right on the trail, popular with locals, and you'll have fantastic views and bask in that Virginia sun. Catawba, Virginia. It's a small town with a great reputation among the hikers. It's the home place. A restaurant offers all you can eat and great prices. Thomas Knob Shelter, Virginia. Thomas Knob Shelter is a great location for a short rest and a one-night stay. If you're there, expect wild horses to walk up to you. Then we have Bear's Den. This hostel is tucked away in the middle of the famous roller coaster in Virginia. It's got all the facilities you could hope for, and it's a pretty cool place. Then we have Harper's Ferry. It's a great stop for anyone interested in the history of the trail. You can find tons of information. You can also see who's ahead of you and leave messages for hikers behind you. Then we have Pine Grove Furnace State Park. It's the halfway point on the trail. It's the perfect spot to stop, sit down, relax, and contemplate the huge distance you've covered and the huge distance left. Then we have 501 Shelter in Pennsylvania. You can order pizza here. That's pretty much all you need to know. Great Barrington, Massachusetts. It's got a lot of places to eat and drink, plenty of motels to stay the night. Special mention goes to Baba Louie's Pizza. It's the best I had on the trail. We have the White Mountain Hunts in New Hampshire. Dotted around the mountain, there are a number of huts. You can work for stay here. It's a pretty cool experience. Then we have Smarts Mountain. The shelter residing on Smarts Mountain is an ideal place to see sunsets and sunrises. The fire tower is pretty cool, and they don't mind if you hike up on it. Inn at Long Trail. It's rustic and comfortable. Great food, discounted accommodation for thru hikers, and if you stay, be sure to grab a drink at McGrath's Irish Pub. White House Landing, Maine. This is the last stop when I do the trail. When I did my last big hike there in 2008, there was one place mentioned to me countless times. More experienced hikers would take me aside and tell me this cool location just inside Maine's 100-mile wilderness. They'd inform me to follow the side trail to the lake, grab the air horn, and use it only once. If you use it more than once, the ferry that comes to pick you up, they will take their sweet time getting there. When you do get to White House Landing, expect great food and a comfortable night's stay in a very, very pretty location. All right, that'll do it. Here's to your next adventure.